Shut up and sit down.
Hello folks, Colin here, Festa 67's workshop. Welcome to issue 107 of Build the 1967 Mustang Eleanor from the film Gone in 60 Seconds from our good old mates over at Fanhome. Now, if you'd like to grab this and build one of these along with me folks, head over to their website. There's a clickable link in the description below. And you too can be building this iconic movie car. So let's have a look at this week's magazine, so what we're going to be up to. Obviously your step-by-step assembly guide. We're going to be doing the sun visors and the rear view mirror today, folks. So there's the bits and bobs. We got the roof lining from the previous issue that we put away safely to come in, so we're going to be adding that. Going to be fixing these in place, like so. Popping the rear view mirror together and then screwing that to the liner. And then we're going to need our body shell so that we can fit the liner to it. And then we'll be connecting the wires from the body shell to the main body. And we'll be doing what's known as the marriage in the car assembly world, where we're going to be joining the body shell to the chassis and screwing it all together, folks, okay? So that's what we're going to be up to today. And then today we got a complete Eleanor sat there like that, ready then for the final few stages to go on, okay? We've then got the beautiful Eleanor, gains in a few tons there, some behind the scenes movie stuff. Cars Can Fly, how they filmed some of the classic moments from the movie. There she is, looking rather suave, airborne there. Looks quite dated now when you watch the film back, but it was year 2000, so CGI and that was in its infancy, but still a good film. No special effects there in the original, it says there. All pretty much filmed as was. Cars with girls' names is Sandy, which is a Maserati Ghibli Coupe from 1972. Beautiful looking car. Lorna is a 68 Intermeccanica Italia. There you go. Beautiful name. You got Lorna fact files there on how the car was assembled. And then Classic Mustangs is the 2009 Mustang Lecoq 45th anniversary edition, folks. There you go. And there's a fact file on your cock there. So there you go. So let's get this magazine out the way. Let's get our parts assembled. And then we'll be doing the marriage, folks, okay? So there's the headliner from the previous issue. Now, these are handed, folks. They got quite a distinctive curve to them. They can only go in the one way. And you want this peg to go in first over there, like so. And then press fit that in place. So we'll use our Citadel scraper for this task then. There you go. So that's that in place. And then we'll do the same with the next one. Pop the pin in there first. Line it up with the centre. And then we'll use the Citadel scraper again just to locate that in situ. Quite a sturdy press fit, but it will go. There you go. So that's them in. Nice and easy, wouldn't it? Put that back nice and safe out of the way so I don't damage it. We then got the rear view mirror, like so. Try not to get too many fingerprints on it, but we can't promise. That then just presses in the bottom of on the mirror. There's a semicircle there. We want that the correct way round. And that just presses in there. We'll then try and get the prints back off of her. And then that is going to sit in there and be held in place with a PS14 screw, which we've already got on the screwdriver. Get a bit of oil on there. And then we'll get that screwed in place, folks. There you go. That's the mirror in situ, just like so. And then that will get attached then to the inside of the car. So we'll grab our body shell, we'll bring our body shell in, and we'll start getting this ready for the marriage, folks. All right, there's the body shell in. We just want to press this, and it's going on these holes here. Are going on these 4 posts, okay? So that's what we want. There you go. That's that in. That's that in. And that's that in. So that's that in situ. So we can get unravel all our cabling now. We got 1, 2, 3 there. We got another one there. 1, 2, 3. Why do I feel there's another cable somewhere? There it is. Like that. Alright, this is going to be the tough part now, marrying these all up. Okay, 0, 2, 1, 6 and 10, or 9 and 10. Right, 4 cables. Right, so a lot of these will fit behind the bulkhead, but a couple of them are going to need doing right at the end. So let's find number 10. Number 10 is going in there. So that's that done. 10 and 10. Happy with that. And it says just slap that all down in there. So what I'll do once I've got these in is I shall cut away, I'll tidy my cables up, and then we'll come back ready for the screws once that's all done. But for the moment, we'll get some of these connected. 0909. Cables can only go in the one way. That can then tuck down in there as well. Like that. We've then got that one, which is 1 and 2. So they're quite short. So they're going to have to go in once we get the body shell on. So we'll start that process now, and then I'll jack the front of this shell up, see whether I can get them 2 cables connected. So that's the plan, folks. Right, we got Eleanor connected and together. So let's try and get as much of her in shot as possible. And we're now putting screws in all of these holes around the chassis to try to marry the front of that together. So we connected our 4 cables. And we're screwing in all around here, around the outside with DS10 screws, folks, okay? So we'll do our usual obligatory bit of oil and start the first one off. Do a couple of turns just to get it to bite. Apologies, we're on my lap, but it's the only way I can see what I'm doing. Because I have very old man vision. I literally want them to bite a couple of times in each hole. Then I can go around and fully tighten. Okay, so we'll do the same down here. Now we can put her back on the bench, I think. Or better still, let's turn her around. There you go. Let's grab the next screw. A little bit of oil. And then we can go right down in there. There you go, you bit that time. And then that one over there. Like so. And got one more. In that corner. Then we should only have one more left then. Which is in there. I did drop a screw somewhere. We'll worry about that later. We can now go around and tighten all of them up. Do me diagonals. And this has been the stage I've been looking forward to the most, to be honest. Because it secures Eleanor up. And just makes her a little less fragile. Go. One round in there. And then the last one. Over in there. Just like so. There you go. We can now bring Eleanor back into shot. And doesn't she look beautiful? Yes, Vesta. So there you go, folks. That is the marriage done. Bodywork attached to the car. I can go round and do all my suspension mounts and get them all in situ. And then we'll do the same. The other one, so let's get the tweezers on it. Come up over the way. Bingo, done. So that's that. All sorted out there. So that's that. Done. Finitoed. I am more than happy with that. So that's where we're going to leave it today, folks. That is the body shell now mated up to the chassis. Doors open and close. You can see everything, nice wooden steering wheel. So there you go, folks. So don't forget, if you'd like to grab this and build along with me, folks, head over to the Fanhome website. There's a clickable link in the description below. And you too can have this on your bench. Also, to help me out, if you can subscribe to my channel, click little fester in the corner there, it is free. I'll be immensely grateful. Ring the bell whilst you're there and select all. That way you'll get notified of upcoming future content. In the meantime, thanks so much for coming in and keeping me company. Stay safe and well. Bye-bye for now.